Okay, guys, season 2, episode 6 of Deal or No Deal Island right now. And pretty much we saw MG get eliminated by Dr. Will last episode. So her alliance, the family, is not happy at all. They don't like Dr. Will. They don't trust him. They all showed their true colors to him the last episode, which he purposely schemed. And they still want him gone. And now everything's out on the table and on blast. So this episode, it's going to be lit. Parvati and David are pretty much talking about how they don't want Dr. Will to know that what just happened really got under their skin and showing any signs of weakness, because Dr. Will eat on that and he will thrive and rub it in their faces. We saw how his entrance was. Like, come on. David decides to tell Dr. Will that he doesn't like the way he took MG out. And he tells Dr. Will straight up, you know I'm coming for you today, right? Like, game on. Dr. Will knows about David and goes, what show did you win? Did you win Survivor Australia? And he starts laughing. But look at his face. He just got caught. He's like, fuck, shit. Now, David, is there an Australian Survivor? Shut up. Nice fucking try, but he's on to you. Dr. Will honestly just has a gut feeling because he feels like he's just way too knowledgeable about game environments skill. He definitely feels that like he's too good for it to be his first time. Parvati goes in to check on Phil because she felt some shady shit last night talking about the queen of truth. So she wants to figure out what's going on with him. He's feeling a type of way, obviously, from the last challenge when she lied to him. Now she tells him to like look out for Dr. Will, and you know, he was probably the guy who bullied you. Now she basically was trying to tell him like, yo, Dr. Will's not a good person. Like, we need to get him out. But he took it a whole different way and felt like she was using personal things that he told her to weaponize it against Dr. Will and to better her game. And he's clearly not happy with that. She even tells him like, it's great. It's actually nice that they think that there's some tension between us. They'll never expect us to work together. But as long as it's not real, and it is real for Philip, but he's not telling Parvati that. He wants her out the game. But this is not hurting Parvati's situation. This is Philip knowing even more now how dangerous of a player Parvati is. And now we see CK and this bitch, and I'm kidding, I like her. This kind of Dr. Will drama, family drama, alliance breaking, kind of bringing CK and Lete together, and they really want to work together and see what they can do to shake up the house and gain control. This challenge is looking like heights over water now. Loving this. So hanging are these cases, which each case having kind of a marker of like a hint of what's inside it. Obviously, they're going to need to jump off the platform and grab the case of whichever one they choose. I'm assuming clearly the higher value cases are at the highest height. Twist is, the case that you choose is not for yourself, it's for someone else. So if someone grabs the highest value case from the top, those 4 people are safe from elimination and facing the banker. Platform number 2 has low value cases and pretty much will put them at risk for facing the banker. And then platform number 3 has mid-value cases that we don't really know what's inside it until they open it at the end. Because one offers safety and the other one is the banker's bust. So it's a gamble for sure. Off jump, just deliberating after the challenge rule, Sage was like, yo, whoever secures a case for me off the top makes me safe in the banker, I will do the same for them. Good strategy. So Philip is up first, but he's the one that's most scared. Let's see if he even chooses Parvati. Because from his confessionals, I don't think so. But is he ready to show his cards to Parvati already? Or wait until later? He plays it smart and says, you know, Lete saved me yesterday, so I'm going to play the case for her, which doesn't really necessarily show Parvati any distrust in him, but she is taken back, you know. They are supposed to be partners and duos working together, and he knows she's up on the chopping block. So him not making it obvious to save her is kind of sketchy, but then Parvati, you are more connected than he is. He's probably trying to gain an ally, but I don't know if he knows that Lete is most likely going to try and save CK. So Philip actually gets it for Lete. He faced his spirit, conquered it, and killed it, honestly. And now Lete is in a predicament. She's like, I want to save CK. CK's like, you know, you still got to save me, right? But she was like, I said in the beginning, whoever saves me, I'm going to save them. So now she feels obligated to fight for Philip. See, Philip? Maybe you should have told Parvati. But now it's up to Letty to see what the fuck she gonna fucking do, because who's gonna save CK? CK's name gets drawn by Philip to go up next to choose a target, whether she's gonna try and keep them safe or take them out. Now, CK's in a predicament because she's like, I would have chosen to save Letty, but Letty doesn't look like she's gonna save me, so I'm not about to jump a case and pull a ring for someone else who's not gonna even say my name. So she decides to target Dixon and get him to face the banker, and says that he's never tried to help her in this game. Sis, he had to choose between you and Storm to go home, and he chose Storm. That's why you're still here. So, yeah, he didn't directly help you, but he didn't send you home, sis. You could have went after Dr. Will or get a case for someone who might keep you here and want to work with you. You got to have some other connection than Letty. Why make another enemy right now? Come on, and you're like not even one of the last to go up. You're choosing to target someone negatively. CK gets the case, and now Dixon is indeed at risk of facing the banker. CK fucking low-key cheats and peeks at the coin that she draws from the box. So what the fuck's gonna happen now? Ironically, she chooses Will, and Will chooses to jump for Satial. He chooses to go for a high-value case. Now his tall, lanky ass, he better not miss this. And he fucking does. Are you kidding me? Was that planned? Dr. Will indeed does miss on purpose because he wants to play the banker and take out the bigger threats, aka David and Parvati. Interesting strategy because that makes him at risk to go home, which is kind of odd. Like, why don't you just have them be in the bottom? Why didn't you just pull a low value case? Whatever. Anyways, Sachel gets pulled by Dr. Will, and she's up next. She decides to grab a case for Lachelle because she's been at the bottom and been through a hell of a lot. And obviously, she's going to go for the high-value case. She indeed chooses the high-value case, but she's not too excited about it. Girl is literally crying. I don't know if she's going to do it, but I know she's strong, so you know what? She is. She going to do it. From New York, girl, you've been through worse. She is still holding on to the platform, but still jumps off. Girl, you might as well should have just went all out at that point. And she was like, I was envisioning my family on fire, and reaching for that ring would have brought them back. And she said rest in peace to her family because she didn't get nowhere near close to that ring. She draws Dixon's name next, and he's up. Who is he going to play for? One of the family members, let's be real. Actually, instead, he goes for a low-value case on CK to try and seek revenge. David is kind of being saved by Parvati right now. She's trying to tell him, yo, make a deal with Letty. She's tall. If we can keep her safe, she can keep us safe. Let her jump for you. I don't really care who I jump for, because I don't know if I would even hit the ring. And David's like, but I'm worried about you. Parvati tells him, yo, what if CK and Dix are in the bottom? Even if I'm up for elimination, like, I don't think I'll be chosen to go in. So David trusts her, and he talks to Letty. Dixon gets a low-value case for CK, so she and him are up to face the banker, possibly. Dixon draws Parvati's name. Parvati knows that Dr. Will is going to try and face the banker so that he can take one of them out if he wins. So Parvati's not giving him that choice, and she chooses to jump for a high-value case for Dr. Will. If she makes it, kind of makes her safe. If she doesn't, Dr. Will is upset. He's like, damn, plan ruined. Can't get these motherfuckers out for nothing. Lucky enough, Parvati gets David's name out of the drawing, and he chooses to jump for a high-value case for Philip. David kills it, obviously. Are we shocked? And Philip is completely safe. David chooses Letty, and Letty is jumping for him for a high-value case. Since David jumps for Philip and gets it, Letty is about integrity. She feels like she now has to jump for David. Like, the guy who saved her already got saved by David, who said he will do it and did it. So yes, the rest of her alliance or the people she's working with wants to take out the family, but she's in a tough situation. And honestly, if she can play the middle ground, she can get even further in this game, because they will probably trust her and start working with her and take out other players before her. So in the way, this could work for Letty's benefit, but if someone's bitter about her not doing this, aka CK, she does face the banker, she might take Letty out. But she can't because she's saved, because Philip saved her. Ha! So sorry, CK, she probably really don't care that you're upset with her. Now, Letty secures a ring, but she belly flops hard. CK's upset because the people who took out their alliance member, the family, are now saving each other. Like, she's so confused. She's like, why is everyone against me at this point? Like, she's just fucking over it. She's like, why the fuck are you saving the enemy? Like, what are we doing here? And like, why am I the one okay to let down? I feel you, CK. I get it. Lachelle tries to jump for Seychelle, get a mid-value case to maybe, just maybe, get her some safety because, again, we don't know which two you're going to get in the case. But she misses, and now Seychelle has to jump again. Seychelle can't jump again, so she decides to put herself at risk of elimination and face the banker possibly because she just physically can't do it. We saw her crying. We saw her barely get off the platform. She's over it. She's done. Parvati and Lachelle also have to go again. Parvati is up first. They both try to shoot for the middle cases for each other. One will face the banker. One will be safe. Don't know, obviously, again, until we open up the cases at the end. But it's a risk they're willing to take. Parvati gets it for Lachelle. Lachelle gets the case as well. And now everyone has a value case. Except for Seychelle, because clearly she didn't jump. So she's automatically up for elimination. Everyone opens their case at the same time at high, low value cases, and looks like Letty is the fucking winner again, 2 times. Now, this is good for CK because she's already at risk. So Letty's gonna have to choose someone, and she could just not make it CK, although Dixon might be bitter and just take CK out. So there's no really definite safety for CK, unfortunately. And we're about to see who's about to join them out of Lachelle and Parvati. And it's Lachelle. And we saw last episode, Lachelle was begging, crying Letty to fucking give her the fucking win because she's just tired of being up for elimination and facing the banker. And she got it once again. And guess who won? Once again, Letty. But they're good friends, so I think Dixon might be facing the banker again tonight. But that makes Parvati safe another week, and guess who's not happy about it? This guy. Even though she made him safe this week, but he wants to be so petty enough to throw himself in to take her out. But this is why experienced gamers are nice to have and nice to watch, because I think inexperienced people would have just chosen to all reach for the high value case and keep themselves safe without thinking about who could be in the bottom and potentially take them out, because there's not enough spaces in the high value cases for immunity for your whole entire alliance to be safe. And they thought outside the box and somehow all pulled it off. Like, nice skill, knowledge, sociability, awareness, all of that took into place, and kudos to Survivor. Dixon doesn't want to face the banker, but he's worried CK would take him out. CK wants to face the banker. Lachelle feels safe, but she kind of wants to play because she doesn't know Dixon's going to do a wild card elimination like he did with Storm. And it's fucking chaos. Everyone is lying to everyone so much, and enemies are saving each other, and no one knows what the fuck is going on, where the game is going right now, who the fuck Letty's gonna put up. It's madness. And she is just spilling the beans on their entire alliance and gameplay to Parvati, and Parvati had no idea, but she's fucking loving it, because now she knows that Seychelle, Philip, Letty, and herself were all just trying to get the family alliance out the game, and they helped them pull the move off to get MG out last night. Girl, what are you doing? Is doing this because she's spiraling. She felt like everyone's been lying to her. Alliances are not real, so I'm just going to blow up everyone's game, and if I go out, at least I cause mayhem, and if I don't, well, maybe everyone could feel the way I feel right now, and we can get this game to restart again. Letty is considering putting up CK or Dixon. They both have bad looks right now, and pretty much, honestly, they both would most likely eliminate each other. But that's just what we all assume, and we've seen how that goes. CK and Lete are now having a conversation, and CK kind of just lets her know how she's upset. Letty's like, dude, you cheated, and the whole order mattered. Like, CK's like, it doesn't matter. Like, none of this would have happened if you just chose to protect me. And she's like, well, like, I was put in a weird predicament, and you cheating just really just is, ugh. And she's wondering if she should put CK up, if she can even trust that she'll actually take out Dixon. And CK's like, well, it makes the most sense. I mean, I did choose this case. Like, Letty chooses CK, though, even though she was questioning her loyalty and who she would choose to send home. But I guess it's a risk Letty is willing to take. CK feels like she made a mistake. She cheated, so she feels like she should be the only one facing the banker tonight. It's only right, and to make things right. Letty feels that it's only right if she takes out Dixon and wins. And she outs the alliance that took out MG last night. Letty is pissed that she just outed their plan and their alliance. Letty's like, CK, what are you doing? Like, if you stay, girl, like, now I'm coming for your head. Because, CK, this was a good move to do, but maybe after you won, or maybe when you were already eliminated, because now you're just not helping yourself. But I get it. You want to reset. CK chooses the number 8, which basically symbolizes what goes around comes around. Okay, girl. David thinks that it was Dr. Will's plan to basically come up with this plan to take out MG, but he doesn't know that it was actually Seychelle. So she's lying under the radar right now, and she can be a force to be reckoned with, the dark horse of the season that no one saw coming, because she is strategic as hell. But that can also make her a target for CK right now, because CK knows what really went down. So CK's first round of cases isn't too bad. She's got 2 from the lower side gone and 2 mid from the higher side down. So she's in a good spot right now. No deal. Parvati takes this time to kind of fill out Phil, and he's like, well, I got a lot to say, but I'm not going to do it here. Yeah, you better wait till she get eliminated or something. Can't take you out anyway, so say what you need to say. But Philip is smart because he never knows how the game will play out, and Parvati's trying to encourage him to attack her, and he's like, no, I'm too smart for that. Good. Stay that way. Not shocked that CK's first offer is $351,000, and she says no deal. She now has to open 4 more cases. Parvati is loving the way CK is playing the game right now. It's good for her. She just exposed a whole nother alliance against her, and it could have just gained CK some trust on the other side, just kind of like what Letty was doing, and now it's all fair game. CK still has really no numbers on the board and really high numbers on the board. She's playing honestly really well, and the banker even says it, like, she's like, yo, I'm kind of impressed because, girl, you've been in the bottom 4 times. Like, I was not impressed with your competition skills, I say that. But you coming through right now. And let's see if she pulls it off and goes all the way and makes a good deal and stays in the game. And who will she take out? Seychelle or Dixon? Her offer is going up to $656,000. I'm shocked it's not more towards $1 million, since there is a big gap between $250,000 and $2 million. Kind of shady there. Think the banker knows which case she got. CK says no deal, and she now has to choose 2 more cases. She's taking a risk here. This is CK's last case. She's doing well. She just got a dollar case, and she did that for Maria Grace. And of course, these 2 were cheering after that. Maria Grace case paid the fuck off. Now we just need this one too, and she would at least be adding a really good amount to the final prize pot. But she knocks the $3 million case off, and now it's back to a 50-50 chance, which case she has. Damn. CK's new offer now is $925,000, which is not bad. I don't think she's going to risk it here. I think she's going to take the deal. Philip and CK get into it. Philip's like, don't try to play this and out me and do this and do that, girl, because I can get just as low. In fact, I can get lower, bitch. So if you want to do it, let's do it. Okay. Relax. Damn, I'm the one who's about to go home. But CK, you called him out. And with that, the episode ends there. A fucking cliffhanger. We don't even know who she's going to fucking choose after all the fucking drama. Of course they do this shit. But damn, that was a good episode. And the lead up was great. I just wish we knew who she fucking chose. But next episode is going to be lit. Everyone's game plan put on blast. Everyone's alliance is put on blast. So the episodes are just only going to get better from here. Like, we already have this one ending in with some fucking beef. And if CK stays, I'm definitely tuning into the next episode. But damn, this has been a good and bad episode for pretty much everyone, honestly. But with that, good night.